Parents of St. Wendelin Parish, I am so excited to introduce to you in more detail how our parish plans to support you this coming year in your desire to be who God created you to be as parents, how we are planning to help you to lead your children to heaven and to raise them as saints. Although there are many ways that we'll do this over the coming year and years to come, I want to focus particularly on our Faith Formation, or CCD, program for kindergarteners through 8th graders. However, before we dive into the structure of what our program will look like next year, I'd like to focus for a moment on the actual title of our program. For many years, we've referred to our religious education for our children as CCD. This acronym has traditionally stood for Confraternity for Christian Doctrine, but a few years ago, our parish renamed our program CCD, or Christ-Centered Discipleship. We adopted this name in order to remind ourselves of our origin and purpose, the origin and purpose of our program. All of our efforts to educate our children begin with Christ, are centered on Him, and are oriented towards discipleship, or faith lived out in daily life, not just the feeding of information. However, for many, this title CCD still brings back many memories of classroom-style lessons for children from which one graduates at the end of 8th grade year by receiving the sacrament of confirmation. This is so far from the truth of what we want faith formation to be for the children of our parish. Faith formation is meant to be engaging and lifelong. For this reason, for the rest of this video, I will refer to our parish religious education program as Family Faith Formation, because I really believe that this more accurately explains the goal of our efforts here at St. Wendelin. We desire that each member of the family, from young children to teenagers to parents to grandparents, each grows in relationship with Jesus Christ through learning, encounter, prayer, and community as they participate in this program. It is with this desire in mind that we chose the series that would form the backbone of our program this year. As Father Pehmoeller already mentioned, we will be using the series A Family of Faith from Sophia Press as the content and structure for our parish program. A Family of Faith provides inspiring and orthodox or true content of the truths of our faith for our families in a format that allows children not simply to learn information, but also to encounter Jesus at the church, in the sacraments, at home, through conversation, and through prayer. A Family of Faith allows for what we are referring also to as a hybrid structure for our parish faith formation program this year. Last year, as I'm sure we all agree, was a really crazy year, full of some firsts for many of us, lots of changes. We had a great blessing last year in being able to use the Alive videos through Damascus Catholic Mission Campus for our faith formation content. These videos allowed for families to learn and grow and encounter the Lord together at home, according to a flexible schedule that worked for them. We learned so much as a parish through utilizing such a series with an at-home structure like Alive. We plan to continue to use the best parts of that structure this coming year, while improving on some of the aspects that we felt were also lacking. For example, many families voiced that they would desire more in-person sessions here at the parish, where children and parents can interact in community, and we could not agree more. We can't wait to have you all back here together in community. This year, 2 weeks out of every month will be spent learning and growing and praying together as a parish here in community. The other 2 weeks will involve families learning from home together on their own schedule, with parents in their role as the first educators of their children in the faith. Parents, please do not be afraid or intimidated by this responsibility. The first week of every month will consist of a training session specifically for you to equip you to teach that month's lesson to your child. You are not going to be in this alone. We are also going to be forming small groups of parents and families that will support each other along the journey, learning together, serving together, and just having fun together. Once a month on Wednesday evenings, the entire family will gather at the church. Parents will have a session in the parish hall, which will equip them with all of the information and the skills that they need to help their children to grow and to learn the lessons at home, ultimately to grow in holiness at home. Children in grades K through 8 will gather in grade-specific classrooms with a catechist who will give them the basic information that they need to know about that month's topic at an age-appropriate level. Also, one Sunday a month, the entire family will gather at the church, but not for a traditional classroom learning session. Sundays will be community encounter days, during which families will gather in small groups to do activities, have conversations, pray, and have fun together. For example, we will start the year off in September with Mass and a family picnic. In October, we will go on a nature walk and conclude our gathering with a campfire and s'mores. In February, small groups of families will take time to do a service project together in the community. During the weeks in between the classroom sessions and the community encounter Sundays, parents will follow a parent guide. Here is an example of that. This is the parent guide. Parents will follow a parent guide provided by a family of faith that will help their children to continue to learn about the topic of the month at home. Each family will also have an activity book. They look like this, filled with many different activities for children of all ages, and parents will be able to utilize these activities as they see fit for their children in order to be able to best communicate the topic of the month to them. Stay tuned for more information coming soon about an introductory meeting in early August when we will walk with parents through all of the resources and answer any questions that you might have about how this is going to work for you at home. I would like to leave you with one last closing item for thought today. I recently heard a phrase that really stuck with me. Faith is not an extracurricular. I remember growing up that most people around me, honestly, myself and my family included, treated faith this way, as an extracurricular. Youth group, faith formation, parish activities were simply one item on a list of a few dozen opportunities that we could choose from to keep kids busy and that would look good on a resume. I've come to realize that this is so far from the truth. Faith is a lived out, acted upon relationship with God and cannot just be one activity among a bunch of other options. C.S. Lewis, a really awesome Catholic writer, once said, "The Christian faith, if false, is of no importance. And if it is true, it is of infinite importance. The only thing it cannot be is only moderately important." In other words, faith must be the foundation, the one thing of infinite importance that cannot be reduced to an option or compromised with other options. The truths and practices of our faith must be integrated into and transform every aspect of our lives, our work, our play, our rest, our relationships, everything. The goal of this year's Family Faith Formation program here at St. Wendelin, and honestly, the goal of everything that we do as a parish, is to help equip individuals and families to live out their faith at home with integrity, intentionality, and commitment in such a way that faith and discipleship become the foundation, the backbone of uncompromised importance in the family's life, so that every soul might be sanctified, made holy, and equipped to enter heaven one day. Parents, what better gift could you give your child than heaven? There is no better gift. We at St. Wendelin Parish want to partner with you, parents, to provide this beautiful gift for your child. We are praying for you that you might have all of the graces necessary to become who you were created to be as parents, the primary educators of your children in the faith. God bless your family abundantly.